Yeah.
Okay, I'll get started. So today, stretch, bit of core. So what we're going to do is actually, whereas before I've been kind of holding positions for a long time, I'm actually, the first part of this is going to be more of a flow, but I'm not a yoga instructor, so it won't be, I'm not very good at the breathing in, breathing out, all of that stuff. But we kind of do, I'll go through a few different movements and then we'll kind of do them, maybe like 3 rounds of them or something, but not holding them as long. Hey Hazel. And then we change it up, do slightly different exercises. We're not going to do actually any ab work today, so there'll be a little bit of balance and a little bit of back, but nothing too abby. So we'll see how we go. Right, and cool. We get started. So we're starting in a standing position.
I'm going to cover you.
Right, so you start standing, hands on your thighs and your chin to your chest, and you're going to just slowly melt your way down, all the way, keeping that chin to your chest until you're at the ground. Bend your knees if you need to, and then slowly coming up, keeping that chin to the chest, and taking your arms up to the sky or ceiling. Keep them there. I'm just going to take them off. Already. Okay, so keeping them up there, and then you're going to take hold of your left wrist. Hopefully you can see this. Left wrist with your right hand, and then pull over to the right. And then other side, and pulling it. And then we're going to just turn, nice squeeze, so arms all the way forward and back, and looking to that back hand. Back to mountain at the top, and then twist to the other side. And then we're just going to do cactus, so have your arms bent, and then just pushing back, stretch out that back. And then we're going to take hands, interlock them behind your back, and then we'll just go down slowly, bringing those arms up. Have a little bend in those legs and just hanging here. And then slowly coming up. And we're going to keep your hands interlocked. This one is hard to explain. You can take the hands together, interlocked to one side, and so the elbow is kind of flat to the back. And then move your head to the other side and just stretch out that back a little bit. Hope it makes sense. And then move to the other side. Head to the other way. And then we're going to curl down once more. And just do ragdoll at the bottom. So just holding onto your elbows, kind of just swing forward and back, side to side, whatever feels comfortable. And then the head don't dangle down. And then we're going to take, keeping those hands on your elbows, twist all the way up. We can do a big rotation, a circle all the way around. And then all the way the other way. Just feel a nice stretch as you do it. And then we're just going to go into a crouch at the bottom and just hug those knees to the chest. So that's kind of the final move, and we're just going to rotate those ones a few more times. And we're not going to spend too long on each one, but we'll keep doing them so you'll feel the benefit. So starting with the curl up and curl down, chin to chest. Down you go. All the way up to mountain pose. Right hand on left wrist and leaning And then the other side, take the other wrist. Back to mountain pose, and then rotate those arms, looking back. Back to mountain pose, and then the other side. And then into cactus. So pushing those elbows back. And then interlock your hands behind and drop that head down. Couple breaths here. Coming up. Interlocked hands to the side, head to the other side. And then changing to the other side. We'll just curl down once more into the ragdoll at the bottom. Ragdoll arms, and then rotating in a circle, keeping your hands on those elbows. All the way around in one direction, and then the other. And then just crouch down. Nice hug of the knees. Okay, once more. So, starting from the top, rolling down, and back up again. Into mountain. Right hand on left wrist and lean. Other side. Back into the middle and rotate those arms. Middle and other side. Back to a nice cactus. Trying to slow your breath down. You're supposed to do like one breath per movement. I'm not very good at this. We'll see. And then interlocking hands and going down. Coming up slowly. And then hands interlocked to the side, leaning the head the other way. Switching over.
Which phone's on? This one.
And then, what do we do? Oh no, ragdoll. We've got it. Coming down in short. Grab your elbows. And then all the way up, nice big circle.
We've got 2 songs on it.
Oh. And then all the way the other direction. And then going to a nice crouch down, grab those knees. And we're just going here into a little more of a yogi squat, so trying to keep your heels down and then just pushing out with those elbows. We'll slow it down a little bit here now. And just move one knee slightly forward and then the other. And then slowly coming up to standing again. Arms all the way up, nice big stretch. And a little bit of balance now. Okay, so, sorry, I'm not very good. Okay, you have different options. One is literally just place, if you really struggle with the balance, just place your toes kind of on the ground. Or if you want to make it a bit harder, you place it on kind of by the knee, or the hardest is up into the thigh, which I'm not very good at. And the key is like pushing against. So you push with that foot and then against it with the thigh. So that should keep you balanced. And we're just going to hold this position. Arms slowly rising up. And then out to the side. Moving forward. And then we're just going to wrap those arms around. And move those hands up. Still wrapped. Release the hands. Release the foot by keeping it up if you can. Knee just in front of you and then moving it to the side. This could be the end of me. And then arm out to the other way. And if you can, look to those other fingers. Looking forward. Bring that knee forward. And then down. Well done. I did it. Okay. Other side. So wherever you want to place your foot, even just off the ground, or midway, or all the way up. Again, just remembering to push that foot and kind of thigh together, or wherever you want to hold it, to keep that balance. Just hands in front of you. Slowly raising them up. And then out to the side. To the front. And then we're going to wrap them around. So a different way to what you did before. And, oh God. And then raising those hands up. Good. Releasing the hands. Taking that leg up in the air. And then hand to inner knee and moving that knee outwards. Hand out to the side. And then if you can, look to the other fingers. Woo. Hand back in, knee back to the front. And then placing it down. Well done. Good work. Okay. So we're going down to all fours now. I'm just going to tilt my screen a little bit. Okay. So we'll start with some nice simple cat-cows. So hands directly, wrists directly below the shoulders, nice flat back. And then you're going to chin up and arch that back. And then moving into a curled back, chin to chest. Just keep moving from one to the other. If you really like one, just stay in that position. Couple more. Slowing that breath down. Okay, we're now going to, I'll just move so you can see it, keep one knee down and then you want to straighten that other leg out to the side. So nice, straight, and then sitting up. And you're going to first lean over to the bent leg, just holding it there. Place your hands on the ground if you can, or just on your side. Couple of breaths here. And then we go to the straight leg. So one hand down the straight leg onto the shin, and then leaning over with the other arm. And then you're going to take both hands forward. So as if you're on all fours, but still with that straight leg out to the side. And then from this position, so you keep the hand that's on the bent leg side, which is my left side, on the ground, and the other arm goes up to the ceiling or sky. And then we swap over, other hand down, upper arm up into the sky. Oh, my shoulder is stiff. Okay, coming down, back just onto those fours. Take that straight leg out, back into bend, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So bend, straighten the other leg, sitting up. And we go first of all away from the straight leg, leaning over. And then to the lean on the straight leg and leaning over. Taking both hands forward. And so you're as if you're in a kind of a hands and knees position, and then you take one arm up to the ceiling, other arm down. And then to the other side. Oh, I find this one hard. Coming back onto all fours, and you're going to sit back onto your, so have your toes curled under your feet, so your elbow as your heels are up in the air, and you're just going to take one hand, so your left hand back to your left heel, and then the other hand up to the ceiling, kind of as far as you can go back comfortably. Looking up to the ceiling. And then to the other side. And coming forward, and what we're going to do now. Oh yeah, so here we're going to do, I think it's called poppy pose or something like that. So it's kind of like child's pose, but you keep your bum in the air. So you're going all the way down, keeping that bum up, toes to the floor, and just stretching forward. You're just holding it here for a few breaths. Keep going. And then laying down on the ground. So head facing the ground, arms out in front of you. So we're just going to do a couple of back strengthening exercises here. So what we're going to do is just going to take your elbows, hopefully you can see me. You kind of bend them, just bring them up from the ground as well as your feet off the ground, and just lift your upper body up, making sure you're looking down the whole time. So your arms only out to the side, so you're just doing a bend with the arm, not all the way back. And then lowering slowly, and then we come up again. So both feet and chest off. You'll be able to go at different varying heights. I can't go very high. And then slowly back down. So I want you to keep doing that. When I actually get some music on. So nice and slow, just see how you feel. Couple more. Last one, keeping that, looking down, head facing down, don't strain your neck up. And then we're going to have this time arms out in front of us. Hopefully you can see me. And you're just going to raise, so keeping looking down the whole time, you're going to raise opposite arm and opposite leg. So just going up, hold it for a couple of seconds, back down, and then do the other side. So your left leg, right arm, up and down, looking down the whole time. it, nice and slow. Couple more each side. Last one. Okay, final thing we do here is we're just going to go back, and you want to try and aim to touch your heels. And you go forward and then back, so you're bringing those heels towards you as much as you can, and then moving back forward, relaxing, and then coming up. We're only going to do about 5 of these, and quite a lot, so you'll see how you don't have to do much to work the back. Just hold it there for a couple of seconds and then forward, relax. Do a few more. Keeping looking down at that mat the whole time. Last one. Okay. Then you have your hands just behind the shoulders, as we've done before, and then just bring yourself up. So it's up to you if you just want to bring your chest up, or you kind of your whole front body, or your knees as well, and just have your feet on the ground. And then we just drop back into child's pose, so knees wide, feet together, and arms out in front of us. And then for the last 5 minutes or so, we're going to just go onto our back. Okay, so this one we're just going to take both knees to the chest and just hold them there, just pulling them in nice and tightly. So cuddling your knees, rock side to side if you want to, or forward and back. And then, is it crying baby? I can't remember the name. So you
Happy baby. Happy
baby, not crying baby. So your feet in the air, and you want to take the inside of the feet, and then just kind of rocking there. You want to pull them closer to you, or side to side, back and forth. I like this. I find this quite refreshing.
It causes you to cry.
I don't cry. Okay, and then lowering one leg down, the other one, just keep it towards your chest, holding it nice and close. And then feel free to move this one around. So if you want to move it to the side, further towards you, away from you, see what feels good. And then we just take it over to the other side, good old back stretch. And then opposite arm out the other way and looking to the opposite way of your knee. So good. Coming back slowly. Bend if you need to the other leg, and we're just going to raise that first leg we bent up in the air, toes towards you, just for a nice hamstring stretch. And we're just going to take your hands up to the calves and lower the other leg so it's almost off the ground. And we're just going to then swap one leg and then the other. Try and keep them straight, pulling it towards you. Shoulder blades off the ground. So a couple more each side. And then lower that first leg and bring the other one, the other knee to your chest, moving about side to side as you feel comfortable. And then rolling that knee over to the other side, hand out, looking to the other hand. And then coming back, bend the upper knee if you need to, straighten that leg, toes towards you. And then we'll come into a seated position. Seated positioning.
Seated.
Seated position. Seated position. Take that leg over the other leg and just move the heel towards you as you want to stretch, depending on how much you want to stretch. And push that chest towards the knee. That will increase the stretch further.
Seated position.
Seated position. Seated. You want that knee going away from you. So if you want to, kind of just pushing it gently with the other hand. Just extend that stretch a little bit more. And the other side. So again, moving the heel and chest closer together to increase the stretch. Pushing the knee away. And then we come on into standing, last 2 minutes. Wide legs. And we're going to bend those legs so it's like a really wide stretch. And we're going to push out onto one knee and then up to the ceiling with the other hand. So hold on to your calves if you need to, your lower leg. And then take the other side, keeping both legs bent, pushing this one back a little further. Slowly coming up, and we have, so one foot facing forward and the other one out to the side. If you can see this, and you want your hips both facing forward as well, do that. Wait, am I doing this right? No, actually facing out. This might not do yoga moves. So both facing forward, and then you're just going to go down to one side. And then other side. And we just finish with interlocked hands behind your back, head dropping down, arms up like we did earlier, with nice wide legs. I'm just going to hold it there here. Last one for 3 breaths. Leaning slightly further forward on your feet, increases the stretch a little bit more. And slowly rolling up. And we are done for today. Oh, it's half now. I think.
That was amazing, Lizzie.
Thank you.
Thanks. You all froze then. I thought you were just holding your positions. Yeah, thanks. Feel free to keep on stretching if you want to. If you want to try any of those stretches for longer, see what feels good. My hairs will come out. But thanks everyone for joining in.
Thanks, Lizzie. That was great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lizzie.
See you on Monday for some HIIT, some sweat. Have a nice
See you on
weekend.
Monday. Have a good weekend.
Good weekend.
See you Monday. Bye.